it is time to talk and do a bit of show and tell as well. For hygiene shopping tips for TJ Maxx, I started thinking on my last two live streams just a few days ago, and those were just the basics of nearly any store. But for TJ Maxx specifically, I just want to equip you all for what you need to be on the lookout for in case you've one, never been to TJ Maxx before, two, haven't been in a while, three, have been, just don't know what you should be looking for hygiene shopping wise. So today, that's what it's about, hygiene shopping at TJ Maxx. I want to provide some tips for you to maximize your savings. So the first thing we need to get into, for those that are familiar and those that aren't familiar, so this is a universal tip that can help either one of you that are in that scenario. Set a budget. I'm not just saying that because it's the most wonderful time of the year. All year long, this applies. Set a budget, whether it's $100, whether it's $50, whether it's a certain amount per person per gift. Make sure you, before you head into the store, set your budget. Next, what you want to do, and we know gas costs a coin. Okay. Plan a trip to do nothing but go in TJ Maxx and look around at what they have, hygiene, personal care wise. The reason why you want to do this, and this is how I've done it, is just to see what they have, get a feel for it, no matter what season it is, and also to take a look at the prices before you decide on, just pulling the instrument trigger and making the purchase. That's one of the first things you want to do. Once you've done that, then the next trip becomes you going into the stores to purchase. Now, gathering the tips and intertwining them together from my last two previous live streams about hygiene shopping tips. For TJ Maxx, you want to do the same thing. Know the person you're going to buy for, know the things you're going to get them, know their taste, what they want to smell like, what their favorite scents are. Are they just all bakery scents? Are they all just they like florals, or they don't want anything else but all the fruity stuff, all strawberry. They don't care for anything else. Make sure that's your next trip. Walk in with that knowledge for whoever you're gifting for. Now, if it's yourself, then okay, that's easy. I'd like to think it would be easy. Then you start going through the stores, and what you want to do is start looking at the brands. I can't tell you how many times I have seen brands of products in TJ Maxx that in drugstores it provides much more value in some form or another. So I'm going to go through a few things here. Dove, first of all, and you'll figure out what I'm reaching for in a minute because it ain't Dove. Dove in drugstores, they, for example, perfect example, their body washes tend to be around the regular size, not the great big 34-ounce pump. They tend to have like the normal standard sizes of 18-ounce and under, or 22-ounce, so forth. In department stores, you get the value. They don't call them department stores for nothing. TJ Maxx specifically, you will go in there and you will see Dove, for example, which is a drugstore brand that you see in Target, Walmart, so forth. And you will see Dove body washes in greater and larger sizes, 34 ounces, 40 ounces, even brands you're not familiar with, more prestigious brands. Not that Dove and all the other upscale brands are any better. It's just that it's all body care. And I like the way that they just put everything on the shelf. So you see a mix of everything: drugstore, upscale, the stuff that's more expensive, brands you've never heard of, brands that would normally be more expensive for retail, but they're marked down at a significant price. This is where you're going to see it all on the shelf. It's a treasure hunt for me. It's a treasure hunt for me. It's like me going to a yard sale and finding something and then getting it appraised and then figuring and then finding out upon appraising it. This has never happened to me, so this is an example. Just find out it's of greater value than what I bought it for. Same thing here, same concept here with hygiene shopping at TJ Maxx, essentially. So that's what you're going to see. Now, another example. Here's what I was reaching for. Philosophy. Do you see? I'm less than halfway of the bottle. This is where I picked up Philosophy's chocolate chip cookies, shampoo, shower gel, and bubble bath. I already have a video for this already on my channel that you guys can go see later. So I tell you all my thoughts on that video about that. So we're not rehashing anything here. Then we have, now I'm showing here for the Philosophy. This is a big, great, huge size. I yet am hesitant that I'm going about not using it. Just I know I'm not going to finish this much before this month is over with. Better yet, this year. I'm going to have something left over because number one, I rotate a lot. That's a whole other discussion. But Philosophy, you see, Philosophy, anybody that knows about Philosophy's body care and fragrances and so forth and skincare knows Philosophy is expensive. You will spend a little extra coin for Philosophy just because of the quality alone. I'm not even talking about anything else. Philosophy, great big sizes. Several months ago when I went, and that was like maybe around July, August, I got this for a fraction of the price, like $9, $10. Most recently when I went, and I have a vlog of that up already on my channel, it doubled in price. $19.99, $20. That brings me my next tip for shopping at TJ Maxx. When you get to the stage where you've already walked through the store to get a feel of what they have, no matter the time of the year, you've already spoken to the person or gotten to know the person, you're familiar with their taste or anything like that, of what they like, hygiene, body care wise, they like to splurge. Another thing you're going to have to need to be aware of is the time that you shop. Although you can go in TJ Maxx from January to December anytime and find any one of these products. When you go in that store and see it the first time, just walking around the store, make sure you keep in mind that when you go to TJ Maxx next time, it may not be the same price. This is a perfect example. This was $10. $10 when I went to go see it back in July, August. But just recently, several months later, this is December now. August, December. 4 months late, nearly 4 months later, it doubled in price. So you have to be careful about that. So if you know you see something, when you go in there to just walk around and pace around and see what they have before taking your next trip, your purchasing trip, make sure those two trips are very close together if you can help it. Make sure of that. Because you're going to see a whole lot of, oh, well, I saw this and that doubled in price. I remember that was $5.99. Now it's $12. And I'm not even talking about inflation. And then the next thing that could possibly happen is It could be sold out. You can never find it again. TJ Maxx is a type of store pertaining to body care. I can't speak on anything else because I haven't yet gotten into that very complex in a complex way. But as far as personal care, anything skincare, smell good, fragrance, body washes, scrubs, the finest of homemade soaps and gourmets, all kind of stuff, you're not likely to find it again. So if you see it on the day that you go to shop and you don't get it, you have to be okay with going back next time and possibly not seeing and someone realizing the value that's in front of them and swiping the whole shelf out and buying it. It's happened to me. It's happening. I was afraid that I was not going to see this philosophy. I really was. Really. Something I picked up around August or so forth was this vitamin C cream. I might have seen this the last time I was there 4 months later visiting, but it didn't stick out to me. And this is skincare. This is skincare I'm using as an example for you all. Something like this that you put on, and it's very moisturizing, very creamy and emollient. You have to be aware of that. Next thing, when you go through the aisles of TJ Maxx, now this depends on your location and that how that particular location that you go to has things set up. But as far as the locations, the two locations so far I have gone to, as far as body care in TJ Maxx, they have down each aisle, that section, they have a designated just area for body care and personal care and hygiene. Down each aisle, the first aisle, and it may be the last aisle, there's an aisle with just skincare on both sides. Or there's an aisle with one particular set, skincare, when you turn around behind you, and then in front of you it's the nails. And then there's another aisle with makeup, and another aisle with nail products, another aisle with makeup accessories, sponges, brushes. Then there's an aisle where it's just all mixed together, bars of soap, fine quality soap, imported soap, um, all the body washes mixed together. Then you have all the serums together, the body oils together, all the multi-purpose oils together, all the shimmer oils together. You're gonna have it like that. Then you have, because the holiday season, there was a whole section they changed around just a little bit where they had the gift sets on a particular table behind the aisles, full of all the smell good body care hygiene stuff, all the gift sets. And sometimes they'll set it up to where they have like the warm heated blanket that was nearly down the aisle, just underneath the massage oils, the body oils, the very last time that I went. Then there's a spa set that they have. They'll have robe sets, all the gift sets of a particular type, spa set, pedicure. They'll have it all on one table, all on one table. So if you're looking for something specific, that's how they're going to have it. Now the prices are pretty reasonable. That I will say. Definitely. During the holiday season, you got it. Once you see it, get it. If you can get it. If you can purchase it, get it. You're not likely to see it, or if you do see it, it may double in price. Depending on what it is, depending on the brand, depending on maybe the store's personal decision. That's just the way it is. This body prescriptions right now, it's $3.99. Vitamin C. And I just started using this in my winter skincare routine. It's $3.99 right now. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way if I decide, oh, well, this is really good. And so I want to go ahead and just, you know, get that out of the way and go get maybe 2 or 3 bottles, jars in this case. I was thinking about it. I have the mindset now because I've been there so many times that when I go to TJ Maxx next time, it's likely not going to be there or the price is going up. And I'll be surprised if it stays the same price. I know I have more to share with you all, but I think that will be all for tonight. That, ladies and gentlemen, those are my hygiene shopping tips I've learned from experience for shopping at TJ Maxx. Couple things that you need to look for, be expectant of, and be okay with, and what to do in case you're not okay with it. If you're not okay with the price going up, make sure your trips are few and far between and close together, and pick up what you're going to pick up, what you have your eye on when you start walking down those aisles. I do hope something has helped you and has resonated. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next